all of you are fine. I am also fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Today again I am standing in front of you with another new class, with another new lesson. I hope all of you are ready with your textbook, classwork copy. And I know you are very much attentive to watch the video. Hope you will enjoy the class. So let's start today's class. Before starting the new class, I want to ask you some question from previous lesson. And I know all of you have learned the lesson properly. Undoubtedly, you are much attentively doing the class. So I want to see who become first to giving the question answer. Okay? So check question number 1. Dear student, I gave you a question from lesson 19, that is cybercrime. You have finished the lesson earlier. So questions are very easy. I think you can give question answer properly. 1 number question. When a bomb was exploded in Boston Marathon? Yes, it was 15th April 2013. This is the correct answer. You know that at least 3 people were killed and 15 was injured because of the bomb blast. And criminals are doing such kind of activities that time. See question number 2. What was leaked out of a bank to leak out the security? Yes. Easy answer. It is database. So some of the criminals leaked out the database of Citibank, and many of the customers' credit card number was leaked out that time. See the question number 3. In which way criminals learn to create a bomb? Actually, they learn from internet. They are collecting all the information from internet and they learn how to make the bomb. So correct answer will be internet. See question number 4. What is pen mail? Very important question. Yes, it is its unnecessary and pernicious email. What? It is unnecessary and pernicious email. See question number 5. Which one is the major part of cybercrime? That is, major part of cybercrime is fraud. Yes, there is some of the people, those are trying to give others people the wrong information that you are owning lottery, you are owning a flat or car, and they are just defrauded the people. Question number 6. Why objectionable and wrong information is released? Because of rivalry to any kinds of dishonest purpose, nothing else. There is some of the people, those like to release others people personal information only for rivalry or try to harm them. Okay. Then question number 7. What is needed to take measure against spam attack? Yes, if you want to spam attack, you need money and time. Obviously, you have to waste your time behind this spam mail. If you follow your inbox, that time you can understand how much spam mail is in your inbox. Okay. Then question number 8. How does unscrupulous people can harass others? Yes, there are some of the unscrupulous people, those are sitting behind the keyboard, sitting behind the monitor, and they are trying to threaten others people. Yes, your correct answer will be threatening. I think your lesson is clear and you learned all the questions and MCQ from previous class. So we are going to start new classes, and our new classes will start from lesson 20 and 21. So lesson 20, eradication of corruption. Yes, eradication of corruption. What do we mean? That is, we will try to remove all types of corruption from our society. For that, information and communication technologies play vital role, and this one is the main weapon to remove all type of corruption from our society. Yes, it is very important to run the office, and It is not possible if there is corruption, and all the societies dislike any kind of corruption, and those are doing the corruption, they are doing it is secretly. So in our society we also just dislike this any kinds of corruption. Yes, my dear student. So how ICT helps to eradicate the corruption? And we are telling that ICT is the main weapon to remove the corruption from all the fields of our country and society. So firstly, we'll talk about database. For running an institution, it is very important to use the information and communication technology. It is not possible to keep record in the paper. Yes, all the processing and preservation of data or information now just recorded by the use of information and communication technology. And whenever we are using information and communication technology, that time it is become easier. That means the transparency and the remove of corruption, protest of corruption is possible. For that we are using database, and any kind of suspicious transaction if occurred there, it is possible to remove and it's possible to identify, because any kind of unnecessary or suspicious transaction is not possible by others people. Yes, it is not possible to access the database without admin. Okay, so administrative side, if we are conscious, it is possible to remove the corruption from the institution, and there will be transparency. Our next point is e-tender. Yes, according e-tender, you can tell the full form of e-tender is electronic tender, and it is a blessing for us to do the construction work or remove the corruption. So as per the rules of a country, there is some rules and regulation of expenditure. As per the conventional rules and rules and regulation, all the offices maintain some of the requirement. According their requirement, that means the requisite, what they need actually for their office management. For that they are giving news of the newspaper. That is called tender news for in the newspaper. So those are interested here. They are just dropping the tender, mentioning all kinds of costing, and the required authority, those are working for that, they are taking the person or group of people who are mentioned less price. Once a time it was too difficult. Yes, some of the influential and corrupted people or organization just impede other people that they will not drop the tender, and they dislike to dropping the tender other people. That powerful people just impeded others the tender, and they dislike to dropping the tender other people. That powerful people just impeded others, and by their power they are taking the work. But now days are changed. How? Because all the procedures are done by the website, government website. Yes, all the procedures are done by government websites, and there is no way to impede others, there is no way to disturb others. So by the website everyone can go through the procedure, they can drop their tender mentioning their cost price, and the peoples are like to do that because there is no disturbance, and it is a great way to remove the corruption. At least few part can be removed from the corruption. Yes, so if you see the website you can understand. I have included here some of the picture. E-commerce is the next point, and here e-commerce means electronic commerce. Yes, ICT plays a very vital role to produce, to purchase anything. In our country, the producer cannot sell directly anything. Yes, they cannot reach to the consumer. They have to go through the brokers. In that case, what happened? Brokers are purchasing the crops or product at very low price, and whenever they sell the same thing to the consumer, they are just selling this one is high rate. So the consumer and producer both are loser. Only the brokers become benefited. For that, ICT create a much opportunity. That is not only ICT, we can tell the internet, where it helps the producer to sell the product without any influence, any we can tell, or any disturbance to the consumer. Yes, my dear student, it is very simple nowadays. Wherever ICT play the roles, technology play the roles, new businessmen become interested. Many of the new organization, institution or business sector has been created. Small businessmen are interested to sell their product. So that we can tell overall, e-commerce are very much beneficial or very much helpful for the new businessmen and in the business sector. My dear student, see 4 point, whimsical decision of an autocrat. Yes, once a time, many powerful countries or organizations just do the injustice against other countries or wage war to the innocent people. Yes, they are just not giving the salary, or they are not doing justice the innocent people. It happened once a time. They are the autocrat government or dishonest people are taking whimsical decision. For that, people are not getting their rights. They are just deployed from their rights. But nowadays, what happened? Yes, whenever we start using network, whenever we start using internet, from that time, some of the peoples and organizations just raise voice against them. Yes, whenever they start raise voice, they are sharing some of the confidential information against the people, against that organization. That time is created just revelation, and people are not suffering much more. The whole world just know about their dishonest activity. Students, now I will discuss lesson 21, and the name of the lesson is Right to Information and Information Act. Today in this lesson we will discuss about information. So what is information? Actually, whenever you are getting some organized data in a specific source, that time we will take it information. Yes, information means some of the arranged data that helps you to get the proper character, proper government and non-government organizations always create information, and the right to know the information about the government and non-government institution is know the right to information. I think you are clear. As a person, as a people, you have the right to know the information about government and non-government organization. And for that, in the country, not in the country, in the world, there is 93 people already established Right to Information Act. And Bangladesh, we are also going through these type of activities, and we are included here 2009, and taking action about Information Act. Information means information, structure, official memorandum, design, map, then we can tell audio, video, scratch, anything informative about any establishment, so that we can tell it is overall identification of any establishment. Students, there is some rules and regulation. As a students, you can you have right to know the number of students of your class, teacher's name, syllabus, exam date, but you cannot know about the exam question. So In case of Information Act, there is some rules and regulation. Some of the information is hidden because of the benefit of the country. Government cannot disclose all the information. He must be disclosed. Those are necessary for all the people. But the security, when it is question of security, he will not disclose all the information. Every organization throughout the world reveal this information, and anybody disclose any kind of information about any organization, he must be punishable. In our country, we also made an information commission, and the website of information commission is www.infocom.gov.bd. Yes, they are work as a guardian. In our country, information commission work as a guardian. If anybody fail to log any information, and if anybody disclose information about any organization or institution, then they can complain to the information commission, who will help to keep them secure. So we can tell that overall information commission protect the rights of all the people. It can be people, it can be organization, it can be institution. My dear student, I think you are clear about the lesson. Okay. Now I want to show you one related video about today's topic. I think all of you will enjoy the video.
Norway has achieved considerable success in fighting corruption. The country is regularly in the top 10 countries in the Corruption Perception Index. Let's check what practices Norway uses to prevent bribery. First, anti-corruption laws cover violation abroad, therefore Norway companies can't commit fraud in highly corrupt countries. Second, transparency of government procurement via media and internet resources. It is one of the most common actions which countries implement, but it's vital because everybody can check whether purchase was efficient or not. Third, earnings of every citizen are publicly available. For some of you, it may sound like craziness since it violates a right of private information. But in my opinion, it's a really useful institute. It's impossible to buy something extremely expensive that you can't afford without drawing attention. So this is a good step against corrupt people, drug dealers, etc. Fourth, Norway provides whistleblower protection, which encourages people to inform about violations and don't worry about their life. Finally, Norway is aiming for a cashless society. For example, Norway's second largest bank has abandoned cash, so you will have no chance to conceal your illegal transactions. Some of you may wonder, this is all cool, but where is the statistic which supports your statements? Here it is. According to the Corruption Perception Index, countries on average gained 0.3 points out of 10 from 1997 to 2011. Important to comment that low and negative gains were mostly by developed and low corrupt countries like Canada, UK and Germany. At the same time, countries with a small initial index have improved their position significantly. You may think that 0.3 points out of 10 are low. It is not. Firstly, global internal changes are lengthy process. You can eliminate corruption in a second. Secondly, the index measures the perception of business people and experts about corruption. During this time, people have studied what corruption is and have become less tolerant of it, so the real changes are more magnificent. Summing up both parts, ICIT provides many opportunities. Some of them lead to supporting corruption, but generally, technologies together with...
Dear student, this is the time of related question. I have prepared some of the question for you. And see the question. Question number 1. Explain the importance of ICT in eradication of corruption. So, whenever we have discussed the lesson, I have told you some of the point. Can you remember? Yes, it's very important question. And whenever you will start writing the question answer, obviously you will write the introduction and conclusion. Okay. So in introduction, you will write about the importance of ICT, how we can eradicate the corruption, and in detail when you will write the point a database, then I have give you e-tender, then I have give you e-commerce, and last one was auto-credit. Whimsical decision of auto-procurement. So I gave you such points. You will write in points, and lastly you will write the conclusion. And 2 number point, what is right to information and Right to Information Act? Write the functions of Information Commission. Yes. Here, firstly you will write the definition, 2 definitions, and then you will describe the functions. And in case of functions, you can write in point. I think you are clear about the question. And homework, I want to give you homework, and it is 1 number question. Okay, it is your homework. So HW will be number 1. Okay, you will learn and write the question answer in your homework copy. This is the time of feedback. It is very important to observe that how much you learn from today's class. As a student, it is your responsibility to give attention in the class, learn from the question. So I need to check it is as a teacher that how much you have learned from today's class. So I have prepared some of the question. So I need to check you have learned it or not. Let's start. Question number 1. How does corruption is done? Yes, always we know that corruption is done secret way. Question number 2. Which way broker purchase the product? Yes, broker purchase the product at cheap rate from producer. Number 3. Who put innocent people at risk? The powerful country and organization. Question number 4. What is the website of Information Commission? Yes, very easy answer. It is www.infocom.gov.bd. Question number 5. How many countries acknowledged information as legal right? Yes, it is think 93 country, and 2013 all the country just come in a decision that it is the legal rights of the country, and Bangladesh engaged here at 2009. My dear children, I think all of you are clear about today's class and you do not have any doubt about the topic and lesson. After that, if you have any confusion, if you have any queries, question, you can talk to your subject teacher or you can write in the comment section. I think you are clear about the lesson. After that, all of the teachers always ready to give you answer. Take care of you and take care of your family. Stay safe, stay home. Allah Hafiz.